moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Jackson on first down. Oh, he stays up. Now he steps away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 35. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on fourth down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. Fourth and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kyle Pitts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On third down, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Gutsy decision to keep it, but it turned out to be the right one, and all of a sudden, 4th down becomes first down.
Gutsy and smart, because he's used to making a lot of decisions. You know that on every play he has to do it. In this case, he made the proper one, and that turned into a big first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown.
That's terrible.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Suckham. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive.
Come on,
They
bro.
forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Eluding the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Julio Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Tryon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
What's up, baby? Huh?
And he'll get this right into the icy winter air. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Check down to Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, here's Breida. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Thank you, baby.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free.
Dang, I wish they would have let him throw that stuff.
Another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Thank you, baby.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Where my contain at?
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
From midfield now, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
What is outrun contains?
But it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson now.
There we go.
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. You don't see this often.
Boy, injury. Goodness gracious.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
He right in front of you, bro. Dang.
back in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That's a long.
He'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Oh, he fakes the spot.
I'm hitting X, man. I never can. I always do that, thinking square is.
Now a timeout.
It's circle.
7 seconds
Dang.
left in the first half.
And I'm hitting X the whole freaking time he wide open.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Parkey is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Smith with a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Damn, bro, you got 95 speed, man, and you beat by a tight end.
With the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando.
I just don't get it.
Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Don't fumble the ball, bro.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's terrible. That's terrible, man.
The 31. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And
look at that. He go through the whole throwing motion, but don't throw the ball. Like, that's terrible.
Guys telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off.
Dumbass game, man.
Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making a few mistakes.
Gonna block somebody, bro? God, dog.
That last mistake,
y'all niggas didn't block nobody.
That's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Give me a little bit, man. Hey, a little bit of time. We can make something happen.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Jesus.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters. Because
and Gary's man complete.
Oh, my God. What?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Succop for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw here. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that is
Good stuff.
And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start.
Dang, I stopped running. And let's get back to playing some match, man. Who is Panico? Gallimore. Gallimore, put you on the inside.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have
oh my God! What?
I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
Who not matching?
They did. Let's see how they adjust. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Thank you, bro.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands.
Come on, bro. You got to get that.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson.
There we go.
Broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out.
Oh, let's go.
This kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing.
Let's take a shot.
With a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And Jones has it over the middle.
Man, that was dangerous.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
We do. Brought some pressure. Let's bring some pressure again. I don't see anything I want to do, though.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have
good stuff.
He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Ben Banagoo in there to bury him for a loss of 11. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Good stuff.
Pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Good stuff, Marco.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, for the 3rd time.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Picked by Julian Love.
That's what we want.
It's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Dance on him. Dance on him.
A bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here.
Dance.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Dang, bro, I had so many freaking injuries this game. My gosh.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Man, they vibing with me, man.
Out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Jermaine, what's up, big dog? Jermaine, what's up, big dog?
What up, bro? Awesome, man. Shit.
What up, bro?
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were coming
right?
off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Anthony Barr. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Can't rely on certain niggas in this league. That's all.
Man, that's why you supposed to,
So
bring everything to me, man.
Certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Buying time to his left.
He held on to that.
That's more. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We coming again. F it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Jackson. Being chased out left.
No way. That's a fumble then.
Completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, He thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Love, why the heck are you?
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 20.
Good win, Cleveland.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
So that's his little play. Okay, I didn't know if he was doing that on accident or not, but he run the little RPO so he can run with the quarterback. Okay.
The same shit with Chris Winky.
No, pick it off.
Will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
You say
This
what?
has been a rough one to put it mildly for
same
him. And
thing with
after
Chris
this
Winky.
one's done,
You do the same thing with Chris Winky.
Press conference, this team's gonna have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Nah.
That is not gonna
Nah,
be any
good
help
defense.
as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Good stuff, Cleveland.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first round bye as they dip to 9-3.
Well, that man is just so inconsistent, man. I guess you got to have one step ahead or something.
There's like no point in having route technician, bro.
Dang, not a very good passing game. But, you know.